EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Go! The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
40. Blue lady. Watch the pass.
A first down throw for Winston. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Hey, stop. SOS. Easy. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Here's Winston. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Ready. Blue lady. Green, triple team. You go tight. You got tight.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 42-yard line.
Ready. Black 25.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Yeah, let's get sacked.
Hey, 5-0.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Green, triple team. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game. But sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now it's Mixon running right. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. That's his longest run of the 1st quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Bang, 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 bang.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage. That's going to be an intriguing matchup to continue to watch. You don't get in the playoffs without having a good guy to cover out wide. If they want to move on, get in the championship, then the Super Bowl, he's going to have to be big in this one.
And this is not basketball where you're worried about your star getting fouls and getting in trouble and maybe not playing as much. You take your number 1 guy, put it on their number 1 guy, and try and limit their offense.
On 3rd down, Bernard. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss, gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Griffin. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 72 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
24-yard line.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Hayward!
To throw, it's Bortles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the ready. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
In your face.
Leo. Go.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Tighten up. Check 26, 80 weapon. Check.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
64, weak.
Bortles to throw once more. He's going to launch this thing. Wait up. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 70 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
41's coming. 41.
Look, squeeze. Fight.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Jackson, option right. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Griffin to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carlos Dunlap providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Set up. 10-2 stop.
41 Mike. Defense, win shit.
You draw quarter.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check. Fresno.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Hey, box truck.
41, Mike, 41. I got you, Pop. 41, Mike.
Now Bortles. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Andrew Billings breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
After the sack on first down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and he slings one that's incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Throwing now is Bortles. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
Let's get this.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Jackson throwing again. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
This is Ingram. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
after the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. They'll run here with Ingram. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the one. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and goal from the one.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Shit.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, defense. Our time.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Jackson now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
To try again after the sack. Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Throwing is Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Watch out, watch out. General West.
On first down, Bortles. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On the double.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Topper. Ready?
Mixon with it. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Watch the pass.
Rock it.
Check 37. Check
5.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Go on. Snap.
To throw is Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Matt Judon coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.